Hello, Steve White, Trick Boy 89 for Steve Arts 89. Well, it's finally happening. There's been talk and rumour and suggestion of this for a while, but the last 2 episodes of Star Trek Picard Season 3 are going to air at Imax. Now, it's a limited distribution, 10 participating theatres in LA, New York, Chicago, Phoenix, San Francisco, Seattle, Orlando, Washington, DC, Atlanta and Dallas. There's going to be a special commemorative poster done for it that I guess you can buy or will be given out when you go to it. In LA, they're going to do a Q&A session with the cast, Terry Matalas and Alex Kurtzman. The only Marina Sirtis won't be there, and Jerry Ryan will be there. So it's almost the entire Next Generation cast. Yeah, so tickets go on sale on Wednesday. The 12th or something? Yeah, I think Wednesday the 12th. And Vox will be airing on the 13th, and then the final episode will be airing on the 20th. So actually screened the day before, which I think is actually kind of bad because it means there's going to be a lot of spoilers out for the last episode like a day or so before, which is going to make it really hard for people to actually, avoid the spoilers the next day. But I am glad that they're getting the IMAX treatment. They should have done this with the first 2 episodes, but I guess, they probably weren't cinematic enough, and they also didn't have the buzz that they eventually got by the end of the season, because there was talk of this at the start of the season, like it was a bit of a joke, like, oh, they should do this, but they won't. And then, it's done well enough and gotten good enough word of mouth that it's actually getting the IMAX treatment. And, I mean, people are talking about the first 4 episodes are like one chapter, the second four episodes are like another chapter, and the last 2 episodes are like a final movie. And there is talk of this being designed and sort of acting like a final Next Generation film. And Patrick Stewart, of course, was saying how we should have a film, they should do a film after this, and I'm like, you can't have a final film and then have a final film after the final film. You can't be promoting a final film when you're promoting your final film. So just, if this is the most that we get the last 2 episodes screening on IMAX so the real fans can go and see it on the big screen like it was a movie, because they're never going to get the funding to do a Next Generation film. They can't get the funding to do the JJ films, and they have the perception of being popular and popular with the mainstream, which they actually don't. They actually made less money than Star Trek 1 and Star Trek 4, but we won't talk about that. Yeah, it's the closest we're going to get, because Nemesis didn't make money, Insurrection didn't make much money, First Contact made money, but it was the only Next Generation film that really made more than all the rest. Generations, Insurrection made about the same amount of money, and Nemesis didn't make any money really until years later, after it was been sold into different formats and shown on TV and DVD and everything like that. But yeah, I'm glad they're getting the treatment. I would like to see it on the big screen, but they're not doing it in Australia. It's going to air like normal everywhere else on what is it? CTV on Sci-Fi Channel, Crave, that's in Canada, and then next day everyone else gets it across the UK and Australia, and I think it's on Amazon Prime. But I have been watching it on Paramount Plus, but they actually didn't have it. The other places that have it had it the day before we got it last week. So I actually, instead of waiting a whole day and having to watch it on Easter, which I didn't want to do, I ended up watching it, even though I'm paying for Paramount Plus, I ended up watching it somewhere else. And I'll probably do the same if they get it earlier, because I don't see why they should make people wait, especially when there's spoilers. You've got to wait a day and, avoid spoilers for a day when other places around the world are getting it. It's not really acceptable in these, in this day and time, to have to not have all the screenings at the same time. The release, all the a worldwide release of everything. There's no reason why we should have some areas waiting a day or 2 days or longer. And I seem to recall The Mandalorian, people were waiting a long time in some countries. But that's it. Yeah, I'm really happy they're doing it. I didn't think they'd do it. I'd heard rumours. I thought, just like, they'd always suggest they should do this, wouldn't it be good if? And I'm like, yeah, but it actually has to have an audience. And they think they're at least going to fill, I don't know, 10 cinemas. Because they did a similar thing with when The Next Generation was remastered. They did Where No Man's Gone Before, and they did Datalore, and they did Measure of the Man, and they also did The Best of Both Worlds, which we didn't get in Australia. But we got the other ones in Australia. I remember seeing season 1, season 2 episodes on the big screen, and it was pretty amazing. But this is going to be different because it was filmed properly. I don't think it was done 4K, but close enough. It's going to be worth seeing on the big screen and interesting to see on Imax. But I'm going to go. Feel free to share, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think of it if you go. I won't be seeing it, but, you know, good for the fans who can.